A window air conditioner that cost you $350 last summer could be short cycling before its third season, and the part it needs may no longer exist. That is not bad luck. Appliance repair technicians have been saying this for years. These machines are built to fail on a predictable schedule, and the brands selling them are counting on you not knowing why. Today, I am going to show you exactly what manufacturers changed inside your window unit to make it fail faster, the three brands repair professionals say you should never buy, and the one two-part rule that will save you from replacing the same machine every 4 years. Back in the 1970s and early 1980s, a window air conditioner was a simple machine. You bolted it into the frame, plugged it in, and it ran. Repair technicians who have spent 30 or 40 years in the trade will tell you the same thing without hesitation. Those units lasted 15 to 25 years with almost no major failures. The mechanical thermostat inside was a bimetal strip, a coiled piece of metal that expanded and contracted with temperature, clicked a switch, and told the compressor when to cycle on or off. No circuit board, no proprietary firmware, no digital calibration. When it failed, which was rare, the replacement part cost under $10 at any hardware store. 15 minutes. Done. Then the industry changed. Starting in the late 1990s and accelerating hard through the 2000s, major appliance conglomerates consolidated. A handful of holding companies absorbed dozens of once independent brand names. Big box retailers drove annual cost per unit demands lower, and manufacturers responded by stripping the internals to hit those numbers. Manufacturing moved overseas, not because the engineering improved, but because component sourcing and labor costs were dramatically cheaper. The goal shifted. It stopped being about building a machine that lasted 2 decades. It became about building one that lasted just past the warranty period. Data tracking residential appliance service life shows the average window unit lifespan fell from over 17 years in 1980 to under 9 years by 2015. The steepest decline of any home cooling category tracked in that span. No other product came close. Appliance repair technicians have been the ones sounding the alarm. They are the people who open the cabinet and see what actually changed. And what they report consistently is that the downgraded components are not random cost cuts. They are the specific parts most likely to fail, and most likely to be impossible to source when they do. Here is what actually happened inside the machine. First, the thermostat. The old bimetal mechanical thermostat was not sophisticated. It was nearly indestructible. No microchips, no proprietary calibration, no digital dependencies of any kind. Today, nearly every budget and mid-range window unit uses an electronic thermistor paired with a proprietary control board. The thermistor itself is cheap, a small component that changes its resistance with temperature, but it is calibrated to one specific board, unique to a model run that may have been on a retailer's shelf for 2 years before discontinuation. When the thermistor drifts out of spec, and it will, usually between year 3 and year 5, the unit begins short cycling. It runs for a few minutes, shuts off before the room cools, then kicks back on. Your electricity bill climbs. You call a technician. Most people assume they got unlucky. The technician arrives, diagnoses the thermistor or the control board, and quotes $160 to $240 for the repair. Then comes the second problem. The part no longer exists. Many manufacturers discontinue replacement components just 3 to 5 years after a model launches. The board your unit needs was last produced 18 months ago. No standard supplier carries it. Third-party alternatives are electrically incompatible. The repair quote is now irrelevant, the machine is unrepairable, and you are back at the store staring at a new $350 unit that will follow the exact same cycle. That is not bad luck. That is a business model. The pattern holds at every price point. A $250 unit from a budget brand and a $420 unit from a household name you have trusted for decades are often built on nearly identical internal platforms, sourced from the same overseas supply chains, governed by the same 3 to 5 year parts availability window. The brand name on the front is marketing. The control assembly inside is the same engineered failure point running on the same clock. Second, the capacitor. And what manufacturers did there follows the exact same logic, designed for the exact same outcome. The capacitor starts the compressor. In older window units, it was a standard run capacitor, a cylindrical component rated in microfarads, available at any HVAC supply house for under $20. Technicians carried spares in their vans because the swap took 10 minutes and the part fit dozens of different machines. Today, most budget and mid-range units use proprietary capacitor assemblies integrated directly into the same control board that governs the thermistor. Replacing a failed capacitor no longer means a $20 part swap. It means replacing the entire board, if the board still exists. Third, the control board itself. This is where every previous failure terminates. When the thermistor drifts or the capacitor circuit degrades, the board is what you are left replacing. Manufacturers design these boards to be model-specific, with no cross-compatibility between product lines and often between consecutive model years of the same line. Most window unit control boards are discontinued within 4 years of a model's retail launch. By the time your unit faults in year 5, the part it needs has been out of production for over a year. The repair is not expensive, it is impossible. Here is the pattern that ties every bad brand together: proprietary assemblies, accelerated parts discontinuation, and repair economics engineered to push you straight back to the store. Let's talk specific brands. Frigidaire is the highest volume window unit brand in North America. Repair professionals flag a consistent timeline: reliable in year 1, declining by year 3, unrepairable by year 5. A woman in Indiana paid $370 for a Frigidaire unit, was quoted $195 for a control board replacement in year 4, and was told by 2 separate technicians that the board was back-ordered with no restock date. She bought a replacement unit. That is the outcome the economics are designed to produce. Medea manufactures units sold under its own name and under the house brands of several major national retailers. It dominates the budget tier. Independent service data flags thermistor failure rates among the highest in the category. Parts sourcing is unreliable even on recent models. It is priced to move, not to last. GE Appliances, now owned by Haier, carries a name American households trusted for decades. Yale Appliance Service data shows the current window unit lineup performing significantly below the brand's historical average. The name is identical. The machine inside is not. The service data confirms it year after year. Drop a comment right now. How long did your last window unit actually last? I am betting most of you say somewhere between 3 and 6 years. That lines up exactly with what the repair data shows. So what can you actually buy? Here are the 3 brands repair professionals recommend when someone asks what they would put in their own home. Number 3, Friedrich. Built in the United States with standard accessible capacitor designs and parts availability commitments extending past 7 years on most models. Independent repair networks rank their service rate among the lowest in the category. Number 2, Soleus Air's commercial rated line, not their budget. Residential series. The commercial tier models use standard components that any technician can source without proprietary restrictions. The price gap over budget units is real. So is the service difference. And number 1, the brand repair professionals name most often, LG, specifically the dual inverter models. Direct drive compressor technology, a 10-year compressor warranty, and the top reliability rating in Consumer Reports window unit category for 2024. Their documented service rate sits under 3% across tracked units, the lowest of any major brand in the category by a significant margin. Here is the rule: 2 parts, remember both. Check the parts window, check the board design. If a manufacturer will not commit to replacement component availability beyond the warranty period, they are telling you exactly how long the unit is meant to last. If the control board is proprietary and model specific, you are buying a machine with a built-in expiration date. Spending $650 once beats spending $350 twice. The math is not complicated, and neither is the aggravation of replacing the same machine in year 4. Next week, portable air conditioners. Same thermostat scam, worse drainage engineering, and the repair economics are even more punishing. That one is worth knowing before summer arrives.